baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was daddy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl B and I am back again like I never left. Guys, if you're stumbling on my channel for the first time, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever I upload a new video. So guys, I don't know how many of you have come across this lady. She's Isis on YouTube, and she's one of those who ladies or married women who created videos on being a trophy wife. Yes, and for those of you who don't know her or who will be stumbling on this video for the first time, I think you should go back and watch her video so you can relate to this reaction or this analysis I'm about to do. So she's someone who created videos on being a trophy wife, why you are not being picked to be married. She's done lots of videos, definitely, as the rich man's wife, and it addressed a lot of things about enjoying her man pay. She enjoyed a lot of she did a lot of videos talking about how she enjoyed her man paying majority of her bills. And yes, she had quite a number of subscribers and people who actually listened to her videos or who actually watched her videos. So guys, recently she's come out to talk about how this said husband kind of tried to do something to the kids, and or will I say did something to the kids that wasn't nice, and because of YouTube guidelines I don't want to use the word. So a lot of reactions have been sparked because of this particular lady. People have come out to say different things, and people have come out to talk and drop their own opinions. And I also went through her comment section, and guys, I saw a lot of comments there, and I love the fact that in as much as a lot of people are talking about why she saw the red flags and why she still decided to continue, I see a lot of people giving her like a big hug, like telling her she did the right thing by coming out, to talk about this, because majority of the women, not majority, sure, but some women won't want to speak about this because of how they have portrayed themselves to the media. You get me? So guys, I'll be dropping some videos here of few people's reaction to what has happened to the lady Isis, the trophy wife.
So there's this girl named Isis on social media, and she would always preach to women on them getting a high value man, aka rich, because she never really talked about the character of the man. It was always about, get you a man that can do this for you, get you a man like this, and this is how you meet a rich man, this is how you become a trophy wife, blah blah blah. She wasn't really preaching anything of substance or spreading anything of substance to women. She was just basically telling women how to find someone to basically take care of them while they do much of nothing. But anyways, this woman Isis talks about how she had a child at 17, and she had a couple kids and single mom, and she wanted a family. But when I listened to her story, it sounded like she didn't really care to have a family. It just said she cared to have a sponsor, a guy that was rich to help her with her kids. That's what it sounded like to me. But anyways, she ends up meeting this guy. She meets this guy on an online dating site. She marries him in less than a year, some rich man. There was a 20-year age gap. Red flag to me. And then long story short, I hate to say it, God bless her and her children, but the guy she married, who she really didn't know, who she chose based off of his finances, from what it sounded like, ended up doing some very, very evil things to her and her children. And I can't say those things, but just know it dealt with force, and it dealt with pedophilia. And it made me sad, but at the same time it made me realize women like her who go for men strictly based off of finances, unfortunately these type of things happen because you're not really paying attention to his character. You're just paying attention to the life he can provide for you, and you're not bringing God into it. It's more about worldly things, and unfortunately this is what happens. sometimes. I'm not saying this deserved to happen to her, but I'm just saying when you focus so much on worldly things, unfortunately, you don't see red flags because you're so fixated on the glitter and the glam of things. And I think this is what happened to this young lady. And I pray that she gets the help that she needs and she realizes that, you know, you need more from a man than just his finances. You need to make sure he's a good guy. Take your time. Don't just rush into something because someone has money. And then, like I said, she's online telling women, oh, this is how you be a trophy wife. This is how you attract. It's a horrible message. You need to teach women how to pay attention to a man's character. How to not sell yourself because a man has money. Like, no, ladies, pay attention to a man's character. Please, get your own money. Have your own thing going. And then when you meet a man, y'all can combine. And that's why I tell women, y'all just be relying on men's finances and walking around doing much of nothing. No, have your stuff going on. Meet you a guy that has his stuff going on. Y'all come together as one. You know, he can take some of that financial load off of you and y'all build together. All this, I just want to do nothing and he has to build everything and I'm just going to sit back and be pretty. Men take advantage of women like that. When you don't want to do much and he's the one providing everything, he feels like he controls you. He feels like you do what he says. And I think that's what happened here. He want whatever he want, it has to be that way. And you better do it. If you don't do it, bad things happen. Because men like that who are older and want younger women, and they, you know, they get them with, oh, I can do this and do that. Those men end up controlling those women and doing bad things. I rarely see it play out different. Most men who target younger women are manipulative, and a lot of times they're controlling, and they know it's easier to control a younger woman. And that's exactly what happened here. He was a sicko. He's an evil man, and I really hope he's in jail right now. And I just believe this is a lesson to her. Do not just bring your kids around random people. Marrying a guy in less than a year and having kids around him and all that, it's just not enough time. You don't know much about this guy. It's just, to me, I don't care what anybody says, it's not enough time. Give yourself some time. Pray about it. Use discernment. I don't think she was using discernment. I think she was just thinking, oh my God, he has money. Oh, my kids can be taken care of. I get it. But you have to have discernment. You have to put God first. That's just bottom line, man. God bless her.
You know, he was making a lot of sense and he said a whole lot. Yes, he said a whole lot. And for me, I would say there are amazing people you meet for the first time. And I know a lot of people that have had marriage at first sight and it's been tremendous and they've grown old together. Like they've literally been in marriage for over 40 years. Yes, I can attest to that. So I think it's about the individual sometimes. There are a lot of people who have married men who have money. I wouldn't say every rich man at this point is a red flag. No, I wouldn't want to stereotype or just say everybody who has money is a red flag. No, I wouldn't want to say that, and that would be inconsiderate to say that. So what I feel is wrong is you ignoring the red flags if you find out that that this particular person you're about to go into a relationship with or marriage with has a lot of red flags. You know, the point here is ignoring those red flags. Yes, because I feel like sometimes when we are in love, we see certain things about maybe this particular person that is coming at the talking stage, and we're just like, well, he will change, or better still, it was a mistake. We just kind of keep giving excuses for people somehow. And for me, I feel like the guy also talked about there's one thing he mentioned about, you know, the age difference. To me, age difference, I wouldn't say every elderly person coming from a younger person is a red flag. And that again, I don't agree. To me, we all have our opinions on this, but then again, it could have been anybody. It could have been somebody that wasn't claiming to be a trophy wife. It could have been just a normal girl who was not really interested in his money and just fell in love with him, not knowing that he had all these attributes, this character and all these kind of things around him. Sure, you get. So I'm trying to see how we can balance it here and imagine if she wasn't this particular social media person teaching ladies how to be the trophy wife or how to get that man with the bag. Sure, you understand now. So to me, him saying the age difference was a red flag. I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so. But guys, let's watch other videos. Let me not bore you guys with so many commentary and explanation. So let's watch other people's videos and hear what they had to say, guys.
While we are talking about Isis, the new trophy wife, I want to say that she did something that a lot of Ghanaian mothers or African mothers will never do. She believed her child. She took the steps to protect her children. She took her children to the hospital for them to be tested to see what was going wrong. She did not ask questions. She did not say, oh, this child wants to destroy my marriage. She did not take the children to a pastor for a pastor to fix the problem for them. She did not scold the children. She didn't yell at them. She did not put pepper in their believed her children, which is something that a lot of Ghanaian mothers and African mothers will never do. If this was to have happened in an African home, let me say some African home, because I know how some of you like to tussle in the comment, there will be questions. They'll be like, oh, what was she wearing? Yes, to the extent that people would ask, what was a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old wearing? For them to be, it doesn't make sense how people make excuses to assault in our African communities. It does not make sense. It's not only women, it's men as well. Both men and women will make excuses. What was she wearing? She wants to destroy my marriage. I'm going to tell the pastor, oh, let's cover it up. Let's buy a fowl. Let's do this. Let's appease the child. Oh, you know how children can lie. Children are always lying. Isis protected her children. Something that a lot of African mothers should learn to do, to believe their children when their children tell them something. To not think that marriage is the ultimate thing, that they would put a man or their marriage above the mental health, the physical health, the psychological health of their children.
You know what, guys? There's a lot to learn from this whole story. There's a lot to learn. Everybody's coming out with different versions of what they think about this whole thing. A lot of people are going to make a whole lot of stories in their head and imaginations in their head of what they think about what must have gone down and what this lady's kids must have passed through. For this lady who just talked about the African mothers, girl, I think you're talking about the African mothers of the 80s, the 70s and the 60s, because these African mothers of today, nobody's trying to have their kids pass through such vile, I don't even know what to say, because I'm trying to avoid using that kind of word. You understand me? The generation we are in today, many of us even care so much about the mental health of our kids, especially for the African mothers of this generation. We look after the kids and we try our best to make sure our kids' mental health comes first after every other thing. So I think she's talking about the older generation of African mothers, because this generation is either they are not having kids, or if they have kids, they go all out for the kids, just like Isis just did. I don't know if you understand. This new generation mothers will go all out for their kids. Yes, she ignored the red flags, but I still applaud her for coming out in the public. She even coming out to let us know this story or tell us what's going on also shows she's
also a good mother, because a lot of people would have hidden it from the crowd. A lot of people would have said, oh no, I don't think I want this to come out, you know, I don't think I want any of this to, you know, to be in the media. But she took a bold step, also, you know, telling the same women she had been teaching about being trophy wives, that being a trophy wife can also get you in trouble, you know. So I also appreciate the fact that she came out to tell her story, and I love the fact that she did not hide anything. She let people know this is what you get sometimes when you want to be a trophy wife. You get it. I wish her all the best. I wish her a quick recovery, because the whole family right now is recovering from this whole trauma. It's a very big trauma for them right now, and I can imagine I cannot imagine what they are all going through presently. So guys, that'll be all for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you're stumbling on my channel for the first time, my name is Boma. Please do me well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.